and potentially good morning to all my friends and soon-to-be friends. This morning I am going to eat breakfast with you. Or if you're not eating breakfast, it could be any meal. I know it's sometimes hard to eat alone, but many of us do it frequently. So I thought, why don't we eat together? Maybe you have a hard time getting yourself to eat, or maybe you have a hard time sitting down and not doing something while you eat, like you have to be busy while you eat, or you're eating while you're doing stuff and you're not paying attention to eating. So I thought maybe it would be nice for us to have a meal together. It doesn't have to be breakfast, but I'm having breakfast. So I've got my porridge here. I like to call it porridge. It's just oats with some of it ground up, so it makes like a thicker oatmeal. And I've got my toppings, blueberries and banana. I've got my meds. If you need to take your meds this morning or whatever time it is, please don't forget. I've got my coffee. I normally would have a big glass of water, but this morning it's actually tea. It's Positivity, and it's very, very good. It's from a Bohemian Tea Peddler on Etsy. Very good stuff. Not sponsored, obviously, but like check them out if you like tea. And I just make it like cold brew in the refrigerator overnight and then drink it during the day, and it's fantastic. And I also have a cucumber because that's the kind of person I am. I just really wanted a cucumber this morning, so I'm going to eat that with my food, please. I'm sorry if that bothers you. Although why should it, right? Because you can eat whatever you want. I guess that I should do like a trigger or content warning. We will try not to have super loud chewing sounds, but obviously I'm going to be eating with you and I'm mic'd up. So there may be chewing. There will definitely be biting into cucumber sounds. So I apologize. Also, there's going to be a lot of video of me chewing because I don't want to like spit food at you. So there will be times where I'm not saying anything. Feel free to, like, if you're really alone, just talk back to me. We can have a conversation. This is just like two friends eating a meal together, okay? So let's do it. I eat this porridge or like grape nuts cereal for breakfast pretty much every day. And this porridge is so good, and it takes less than a minute to make. And it's so, no, I guess I microwave it for about a minute. So it takes maybe like 2 minutes to make, and it's so delicious and super, super filling. And my kids love it. So maybe I should make a video of how to make it. It's so fast and easy, and I love it when it's cold out. But all winter long, I just eat porridge or cereal, and it's delightful. During the summer, I usually eat grape nuts or like have a smoothie or something, because it's when it's hot. I mean, in Texas, it gets so hot. Oh, I just realized I put my blueberries in first. I like to smash my banana into the cereal, into the oats, and it just becomes like sweetener. Oh, so good. Do you have like a breakfast do you always eat the same breakfast or the same meal? Are you one of those people like me that's like a habitual eater? When I ask questions, feel free to answer aloud in your head or in the comments. You're eating alone, so you can do whatever you want. I'm trying to mash the banana without mashing the blueberries. I guess it wouldn't be a problem to mash the blueberries, but I don't want to. I like the blueberry pop. I'm a very texture-oriented person. I guess because of my sensory deals. So I like when the banana is mashed up into it, because then it's just like a part of the oatmeal, of the porridge. But then the blueberries, I love that like burst of flavor. I don't know. Looks so good. Okay. Mm. Mm. Seriously, I don't know how this tastes so good. It's just oats and oat milk and banana and blueberry. Sometimes instead of banana and blueberry, I do apple. I usually do Ceylon cinnamon in it, as well as flax meal, but I'm out of those right now. And honestly, I think without them, I can taste, I don't know, the like natural sweetness of the oats themselves, and maybe the oat milk too. Obviously, I can taste the banana sweetness, like the fruit sweetness, but there's something in the oats themselves that is just like, chef's kiss. That was really hard to sit down, like I couldn't figure out where the table was. I love raw cucumbers. My kids and I just eat these little baby cucumber things as a snack. They're really good. And cucumbers are super, super good for you. I saw somebody on Instagram was using them in their oatmeal. I was like, that's interesting. This was, I don't know, a year ago. I thought it was kind of interesting, but I've never tried it. They were like, try it. I know it sounds wild, but it's really good. I can't get myself to do it. But I will say it doesn't taste bad, you know, going back and forth, so maybe it is good together. I bet it would add a nice fresh crunch to the food, but I'm not sure that's something I'd want. Normally I'm not a big coffee drinker because, well, I've never been a very big coffee drinker. When I do drink coffee, I usually only drink a cup, you know, maybe a cup and a half in a day. But that was before I started taking my ADHD medicine, which is a stimulant medication. And I was already, like, I felt like I was pretty sensitive to caffeine and to coffee. But then when I have coffee and my stimulant medication, sometimes I'm like, just, it's not like I have a lot of energy and I can do something. It's just sort of like my heart rate is very high. So I make very weak coffee now when I do have it, but sometimes it just goes perfectly with the porridge. It like cuts the sweetness, the like bitterness of the coffee and the sweetness of the porridge go really well together. I wonder, what are you eating right now? You having a snack or a meal? Tell me about it. What are you planning to do today? What else do you have going on? Yeah, we're headed over to my mother-in-law's house today. She lives a little over an hour away, so it's kind of a drive, but it's not terrible. And I think Matt's gonna do some work over at her house that she needs fixed. She's having knee surgery soon. I can't remember what kind, but I think it's a total knee replacement. And so she's wanting some stuff fixed up at her house before she does that, right? So that everything's working in good repair before she's like recuperating at her house. And then obviously like she wants to see the kids and, you know, her grandkids. And I'm just the driver. No. She's great. We play a ton of games with the kids while we're there, and it's always a good time. The only hard part about it is she has 5 cats, and they're all sweet. They're older, and kind of like not down for new experiences. So we can't take our dog over, so he has to stay home. But it's an over 2-hour drive both ways, and then we stay for maybe like 4 hours or 5 hours. I mean, we don't like to leave the dog for more than 5 hours, so we try to keep it closer to 3, but we used to stay for 4 or 5 hours, and so when we keep it down to 3, it seems like we're rushing off, like we just got there and we're leaving again, especially if we eat there, which is always lunchtime when we're there. So then that took up like 30 minutes to an hour of us playing. So it just seems like a really short time. It always seems like we're rushed. But we can't bring the dog, and we don't want to leave him home by himself longer. So I don't know. If you have any advice, let me know. Like, seriously. He's a good dog. He doesn't like get into trouble. He doesn't have to be in his crate while we're gone. I say he doesn't get into trouble. We do have to put the trash cans in the garage because he just gets bored and looks for food. But, you know, he doesn't get into anything else or destroy anything. But he's just very upset about it. There are dogs that really get upset about it. He doesn't like bark or cry or destroy anything or whatever, but he gets a little anxious and he doesn't like it. He's better than he used to be. He used to be like visually you could see that he was anxious, right? Like even as he saw us getting ready, he'd start to like get anxious. But now we've had him for like almost a year. He's like chilled out about that, but I still wish that he could just come with us. Pet owners, am I right? I did take him for like an extra long walk today, so hopefully, you know, that he would have been entertained by the sniffing and like a little worn out by the extra movement, and so hopefully he just kind of sleeps the whole time we're gone. But and we give him like a treat, you know, some peanut butter on a mat with a little bit of treats mixed on top of it so that he has something to do. We also have, I'm talking a lot about my doggo. You don't mind. We have this kind of toy thing that fits together like this, and you can take the two parts apart and put like wet food and dry food in there and then freeze it, and then he has to like work hard to I actually really like that thing, but I think it's called a topple, but we haven't used it in a while and I kind of forgot about it until now it's too late to freeze it, but I could make it and not freeze it. He'd probably really like that. It's been a while. Or maybe next time, maybe I'll make it for next time. I don't know. What do you think? Should I make the topple? Or just like peanut butter licky mat? Do you have any pets? And I have to say, this porridge is delicious, but this cucumber is hitting the spot, man. Oh. What is it about cucumbers? I don't know. There's just something delicious. The crunch, the taste. I don't know. I'm gonna warn you, I'm a bit of a weird eater. I'm the kind of person who will eat the core of an apple. My granddad did it, and I picked it up from him. And I love it because sometimes you're eating an apple and you're like sitting on the couch and you're too lazy to get up. You just don't want to get up. We don't have to judge it, right? It doesn't have to be about laziness. There are many other reasons why I might not want to get up. It was just called lazy to me before, and I started using that word. I'm not going to use that. We're gonna step judgment away. You know, this is a judgment-free zone. Probably shouldn't call myself a weird eater then. Okay. Aside from all of those words, you know, sometimes you don't want to get up to put it away in the trash or whatever. But I also don't want to like set a core apple down somewhere and then it get like mushy and stuff. Like, you know, somebody in my household will step on it or sit on it or something. Excuse me. So, I just eat the whole thing, except if there's a actual stem. I usually don't eat that. But so now at this point, my kids will be eating an apple on the couch, and I won't be eating anything, and I'll just be sitting there, and they'll be like, "Here, will you eat the core so I don't have to get up?" Sure, as long as there's enough goodness around the core, I'll eat it. But the whole point of that is I'm going to eat this even though it has a stem. So just, if you don't want to look away. It's great. It's less wasteful and less work. I know people say, oh, apple seeds have poison in them. What is it? What kind of poison is in apple seeds? Anyway, you know. Arsenic. Thank you. And, you know, that I'm gonna get hurt by eating apple seeds, but I can tell you I've eaten hundreds of apples like this over the years. It's never hurt me. If you don't want to eat them, that's fine. But I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. I think you have to eat like a handful, maybe not a handful, but like a tablespoon or something of apple seeds for it to be like problematic. I might eat 2 apple cores in a day when my kids are just giving me the core, with the like a little apple on the outside, but generally I don't. So this has been really nice. I'm almost done. If you're not done eating, don't worry about it. Just restart the video and I'll eat with you still. You can make it last as long as you need to. That's the cool thing about the internet, right? I ate every bite. That was so good. I will make a video about that porridge because it is top notch. But like I was saying, this was really lovely. I appreciate you being here with me today. I'm going to take my medicine now. Please make sure that if you have medicine that you need, you take it. There's no shame in taking medicine. Right? If you don't have it, store-bought is fine. I also take a wide variety of vitamins. All in gummy form because I'm a big kid and it tastes good. They really do. Take your meds, drink some water, be kind to yourself. Do what you can to have a good day. Take some big breaths. I like you. I appreciate you. I want you to come back and see me again. So I want you to take good care of yourself. And I promise I will try to do the same so that I can come back and we can do this again sometime. And with that, I will say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it more than you know. If you enjoyed our meal together, please give me a like so that I know you enjoyed it, or a comment or whatever. Subscribe if you want to get more of this type of content. And if you want to support our channel, please look at the description box below for our Patreon link or our Ko-Fi link. You don't have to. Don't feel pressured to do those things. But if you feel moved to do so, we'd appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Thanks.